Tecnifibre Tempo 298 Iga. This is the signature racket of Iga Swiatek, the 2024 Grand Slam Roland Garros champion. And in today's video I will take a look at the quality control, so you can expect the weight test, the balance test and the swing weight test with a brand new racket. So it is unstrung, so the specs will be really on point with what you get when you buy this racket. So I can't wait to do it because this racket looks just fantastic. It is glossy, so a proper, let's say, pro stock racket you can buy yourself. So guys, stay tuned for more.
So this one, I would say I would compare it to 2022, because I just, from the beginning I knew what I'm worth and how well I can play here. This year, obviously it wasn't, I don't know, so smooth because of the match with Naomi and saving match points, but actually it gives me, I'm even more proud that I overcame that, and I'm here now with the trophy. It's pretty crazy.
Hello tennis guys and welcome to my channel. So this is the Iga Swiatek Tecnifibre Tempo 298. So this is a signature racket made specifically for Iga Swiatek, and I had to say this is a very beautiful frame. So it's a glossy one, and if you look at the frame, if you touch it, you can feel that this is a proper player's racket, not some rubberized finish, not some matte finish. It's gloss, it's slick, it nicely really fits in your hand. It is just, it's a racket that you can only, admire how really well it is made, at least from what we can see. But in this test, I will look at the specifications, and because this is a fresh, brand new frame without strings, we can really go deep into it and we can really see whether Tecnifibre is able to maintain the quality control we all tennis racket and tennis gear fans really want, and what we really kind of expect from these high performance rackets. So without a further talking, let's go and start with the with the weighting test. So this frame is very specific in the weight, so it is 298, and you might be thinking, why 298, why not 295? And I believe that this is this was Iga's kind of requirement when they were making this type of racket. So 300 gram might look too much for her, 295, it's not enough for her, so that's why they chose this 298. And I think it is exciting, it is fresh. No other brand on the market has actually this type of weight on a tennis racket, and I'm a type of guy who always played with 300 gram frames, but sometimes when I tried the 295 gram frames, I was also really surprised how well these rackets play, how maneuverable they are. And with this frame you are getting like the more pop, more power of the 300 gram, and also you have the great maneuverability of the 295, let's say. So this is a very nice combination. And let's take a look at the weight. So I have here my precise scale and balance board and swing weight machine. These tools are from Dunlop. This is, I'm not sure, this is just a very precise scale, a kitchen scale, let's say, but it is very precise. All right, that looks, I wanted to say this looks interesting, but this actually doesn't look good for Tecnifibre. So I will make, as always, a photo just to let you know. So it looks like this frame is 6 grams heavier than the specifications. So this is an actually 304 gram frame. Okay, I'm not sure if I want that. When I'm buying a 298 gram racket, I get almost 305 gram frame. I'm not sure I want that. Because, you know, it is always easy to customize the racket to add the weight. But it is very, very hard to remove the weight from the frame. So this is definitely a not good sign of quality control, of a good quality control. Let's go for the balance. So we know that this frame has the balance of 320 millimeters. Now there is almost always on the frame written plus minus 7 millimeters. Guys, this is too much. So if the racket is, let's say, 327, you will definitely notice it. So I would really love to have rackets that have this maximum, let's say, maximum difference in the balance around 5 millimeters, not more. So 327, it is too much. But we will see. We will see right now how it is in real life with this frame. By the way, I bought this frame. It wasn't given to me. I bought it with my own money directly from a Tecnifibre company, or not directly from Tecnifibre, but from a company that represents Tecnifibre in the Czech Republic. And I cooperated with Tecnifibre a few years ago. I was their ambassador. I was recommending the Tecnifibre products, but not in a way that I always, let's say, admired those products from Tecnifibre, but from a very realistic point of view that if I something like, I recommend it. If I don't like, I don't recommend it. It is just simple as that. I don't lie to people about frames, about strings. I just say it as it is, and that's why I stay independent. So, 320, exactly. Guys, exactly, that's a good thing. But of course, with the 6 extra gram, okay. So it is interesting to see that you get 6 gram extra on the racket, and you still have a balance that is on the frame. So what's going on, or what is really wrong with the racket? I'm not sure if they want to maintain the balance even with the extra weight, or if it is just a coincidence that the balance is actually spot on. Now we will move to the swing weight. And the swing weight is always, without strings, about 30 points less. If you put strings into the racket, and this is a 98-inch racket, it is 630 square centimeters. Head size, 16 by 19. So it is almost always, when you put strings into the head, that the swing weight jumps around 30 points. And sometimes it's less, sometimes it can be like 25 or 27, but almost always, from what I have observed, it is 30 points. And I believe this frame should have around swing weight around 322 or up to maybe 325. So without strings, if you put the strings away, the swing weight should be around 290, 295, 290, 290, or 295 or 292, something like that. We will see. So expect around 290 or 295. Wow, 291. So that's good, guys. That's really good. I'm not sure what is the swing weight on this racket on the Tennis Warehouse website. I will put it in the video and you can compare it with Tennis Warehouse. But I believe the 291 without strings, it's actually spot on what you should expect from this racket. So guys, let's sum it up. 291 plus 30 equals to 321, right? So guys, let's sum it up. I would say that the only bad thing about this racket is that it's 6 grams heavier compared to the specifications that are written on the frame. So this is a Tempo 304, not a Tempo 298. So for some of you, this can be a huge negative, and to some of you, it can be actually a benefit that you actually get a heavier racket with more, let's say, plow through, stability, more pop. And the balance is spot on 320 like on the frame, like written on the frame. And the swing weight is 291 without strings. That translates to 321 with strings. And I believe this is a really, really nice swing weight for the intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced players. And I can't wait to test this racket. And if I like it, this can become my racket of choice, and I will switch from Artengo to these, possibly if I like this racket. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to ask me any question about this frame or any other frame or tennis shoes, tennis strings, let me know in the comments. And as always, you can support my channel by doing 3 things. You can click the super thanks button that is under every of my videos. You can click the buy me a coffee, or you can go to the buy me a coffee platform. It's super easy to do. And then there is the PayPal option. And all these 3 options give you the opportunity to ask me a donation question. A donation question means that if you give me something, I will give it back to you as soon as I can and as best as I can. So donate something, ask me a question, and it is guaranteed I will answer the question as best as I can and as fast as I can. And for now, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis every time, every day. And don't forget to enjoy the manooovlrbity. Bye, guys. Iga Swiatek. Tempo.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!